Video 3 here. In video 3, we're going to discuss about finding angles of regular polygons. Any missing angles, we got this. Okay, so we learned a bunch of stuff. The last video, I know it was long, but there was a lot of stuff we had to discuss. So what we need to do here is, you see this crazy looking shape right here, all of this, right? We need to find 4, it's a missing angle. We got to find 5, it's a missing angle. We got to find 6, it's a missing angle. All right, so how we go about doing that? The first thing you always do is by finding the interior missing angles. You ready? So let's go ahead and find the missing angles right here. Interior missing angles, I'm looking at one, it has to be right here. That's missing because I already know that this is 70, this is 108, this is 100. I'm missing this one right here. So I'm going to go do the work for that here. All right, so first of all, if I add those 4 angles, what is it supposed to equal to? Somebody would quickly say, well, that's 4 sides, right? 4 sides, and 4 sides got to add up to 360 degrees angles because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I agree. But what if you didn't know? Well, let's find out. You're trying to find the sum of interior angles. According to the formula above, or the formula we discussed in the last video, the sum of interior angles, the formula for that is as follows. N minus 2 times 180. N represent the number of sides. In this case, we have exactly 4 sides. So you would take the 4, plug it in here. So let's continue. So if you plug the 4 right there, you should have 2 times 180, which is 360. And that's how we got the 360. That's in case you didn't know. All right, so now we need to figure out what's the missing angle. All I have to do is do 70, check, plus the 108, check, plus the 100. Whatever answer I get here, I will have to subtract it by 360. All right, that's when I get out my calculator. I'm going to do it really fast. It'll be 70 plus 108 plus 100. And then take away that from 360, you get 82. So we have identified that this is 82. All right, everything else, now that you have the inside, everything else should be easy for you to find. It would just flow through it. So remember, in a line is supplementary. So right here, meaning 4, and that 4, that angle 4, not angle 4. If this is 70, then what am I missing here to make those two a 180? This needs to be 110 degree because you can do 180, take away the 70, you get 110. All right, 5, same deal. 5, this line is supplementary. So all I have to do is 180, take away 108. What does that equal to? 7, 10, 2, 7, 0, 72 degrees. All right, and then to find 6, I know that they're supplementary, so all you have to do is 180, take away 82. All right, so 180 took away 82, that should give you 98. We're done. Just like that, right? That wasn't so difficult for that particular question, number 1. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one here. On the next one, which one is it? Oh, first of all, let's answer this. The sum of the interior angles, sum of the exterior angles, it will always be 360. That was something noted on the video above, or where did I put that? It was somewhere, the formula. See this formula right here? The sum of the interior angles will always be 360. Okay, just something to always remember. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. All right, so like I said earlier, you always got to find the missing side first. All right, so the missing interior angles first. So I have 1 angle here, 2nd angle here, 3rd angle here, and the 4th angle here. All right, so If I try to do that, it's not going to work for me because I have two letters. I have a Y here, then I have a Z here, which is kind of complicate things. But we always got this because we know the following. We know that these angles right here, they are supplementary. So it means that 112 plus the Z plus the 15 must equal to 180. Then we can solve this. So if you add those together, you should have 127, if I'm not mistaken, plus the Z equals 180. Then you subtract the 127 on both sides. And what do we get when we do that? All right, give me 1 second. I'm using my calculator here really fast. That gives me 53. That equals to Z. So I know what Z is. Then I'm going to take the Z and go plug it in right here to give me the measurement of that angle. So if you take 53, you add 15 to that, you get 68. So this right here is really 68 degrees. Now I can easily find Y because it's a four-side 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a four-side polygon. We have concluded already a four-side polygon adds up to 360. That's what we concluded right here. Let's use a different color. We concluded that right here. A four-side polygon will add up to 360. So let's do our math to find Y. So all I have to do now is the Y that I'm looking for, which is this one, plus the 100 plus the 85 plus the 68 equals 360. All right, so we need to get the answer for that. All right, I can use this space right here. All right, so in my calculator, I'm going to put all of this in my calculator. So let's do that real fast. 100 plus 85 plus 68. That gives me 253. So I'm going to bring the work right here. All right, so I have Y plus 253 equals 360. All right, you're going to subtract the 253 on both sides. That gives me 107, I'm sorry. So the value for Y is 107. And just like that, we're done with that question. All right, moving on to the next one here. All right, so with this one, I don't have multiple letters, so my life will be much easier. Like I said earlier, you always want to find all the interior angles if you can. All right, so how many sides do I have? That needs to be our next question. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 side. All right, so we got to figure out what's the sum of the 6 side. All right, the sum of the interior angle, the sum of the interior angles formula is as follows. N minus 2 equals 180. And I know N here is 6 sides. So you plug 6 right here. I get 4 times 180, which equals to, what's 180 times 4? We get 720. So the sum of the interior angles is 720. All right, now we got to do the most work. We got to dive into do the work. So the work goes as follows. You add all the sides, the n plus 6 right here, plus the 60, which is right here, plus the 154, plus the 143, plus the n, plus the 133. All of that equals, what does it equal to? 720. All right, cool. So how do we do this? Well, we got this. I know 720 is over here. Let's figure it out. So let's add, I'm going to add the like terms first. My like term is n plus the n here. That should give me 2 n's. All right, and then the rest, just put them in your calculator. 6 plus 60 plus 154 plus 143 plus 133 equals 496. All right, next, subtract 496 on both sides. Subtract that by 720. Okay, so here we are. And then last step is divide by 2. And the end value is 112. And you got it. We're done. Well, it depends on the question here, but we're pretty much done here. N is 112. So if they're asking you to find the rest of the angles, which one? Perhaps this one right here. So I know this right here is 112. But all you have to do is plug that in here as well. Then if you do 112 plus 6, you get 118 for this angle. All right, we're done. So you got the next one.